Hey everybody, I'm Triple C, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. In the last episode, we defeated King Boo and rescued Mario, ending our adventure in the mansion. And in this episode, I thought it'd be nice to go over some of the bonus content that Luigi's Mansion has to offer. And I figured why not just show most of it off in the 3DS remake of this game. The 3DS remake was released on in 2018. I want to say, yeah, 2018. And you see, I have some complaints with it. For starters, it's a 2018 3DS game. So already, like, what are we doing? The Switch is out for a year at that point. Why put it on the 3DS? And second, why now of all times? If they always knew Luigi's Mansion was gonna get ported to 3DS, why not do it before Luigi's Mansion 2? But I'm not. Before I turn this into a rant session, let's let's start off with. You can see like they added more money to Luigi's Mansion, or maybe I'm just better at the 3DS version than I thought. But to start off with, after defeating King Boo, you unlock the Hidden Mansion. The Hidden Mansion is basically a new game plus where ghosts hit harder, your vacuum does more damage, and some of the Speedy Spirits locations have been moved. So we're just going to go into the Hidden Mansion and talk about a few things. So to start off with, the 3DS version is quite different than the the GameCube version because to start off, they added a co-op mode. Co-op mode allows you and a friend to play Luigi's Mansion together. You you play as player one plays as Luigi, and player two plays as you probably saw him in the background. I can't show him, but he played as Gooigi. Gooigi was the main mechanic added for Luigi's Mansion 3. This game was purely made to hype up Luigi's Mansion 3, which I think was around or announced around the same time in the same Nintendo Direct, I think. But yeah, I will say I've never personally played co-op, but from the videos I've seen, it looks laggy. Now, to go over to start off, the 3DS version, it looks good. Like the main thing is you have your map at the bottom screen at all times. Why is that? Why do I have a key over? Oh, it's because I never fought Chauncey. Okay. But so first things first, you can use a lot of the gyro controls for a lot of things, such as the Game Boy Horror, the vacuum. You can use gyro controls to kind of mimic, uh, like the feel of the control analog stick. The the you can search for objects still using the same button, but they added the X button as a way to open doors. I don't know why, but hey. Um, to go over a few things. Oh shit! Kind of want all that money, but now and to go over a few things. The 3DS version was made using a lot of the assets from Luigi's Mansion 2. And as such, they added some quality of life changes. First off, Luigi updated sprite, but I feel he's not as expressive in this game. And second, they added the mechanic where if you collect treasure without taking a hit enough times, eventually you will find a gold bone. A gold bone will net you a revival. So if you were to lose all 100 hit points, you will eventually get revived. Wait, what? Okay, so this is just literally Chauncey. Okay, we're fine. We're fine here. We don't need to do that. It it's really nice because I do think that there was, like I said, there is a market for people who want this game, the 3DS version, I should say. Now I'm gonna go back and quit. Yeah, quit the game and go into my main file and kind of just show off things we can do in that. Well, yeah, you can see Luigi in the back. Yeah, let's head into the mansion. This will write the mansion data and you'll start explaining. Ooh, no. Okay. Instead, let's just go to the gallery. Because another cool thing that they added to the 3DS version was, well, for one, achievements. You can now view achievements in the gallery. So if I were to look here, yeah, you can see achievement list, easy money, beginner, easy. Okay, so I cleared all of the achievements. But you can see all the boss portraits as well. But the cool thing about this is if you were to highlight one of the boss portraits, so like let's say King Boo, in portrait battle you can fight ghosts you've already captured. However, amiibo cannot be used. Yeah, amiibo support was also added to this game. And so yeah, you can see all of the you can refight all of the portrait ghosts, and I think all of the not even just the big ghosts. I think you can even do the smaller ghosts. Yeah, you can. All right, cool. So yeah, they give you the ability to refight bosses, and you can even view what all the other portraits are supposed to look like. So you can see like how the gold one has the most detail, and then the lower ones just are literally that. Weird. Sorry, if you see the upper screen moving left and right, that's me turning on the 3D. I never knew the 3D could be the 3D effect was shown on the capture card. That's really cool. But yeah, just another thing they added, just kind of give this game some replay value, and you can kind of see, wow, I did worse in the third area on the 3DS version. I wonder if that's just the 3DS version. Hmm. Wait, what is this? Supi. Oh no. Okay, so yeah. Interesting. I think yeah, you can even fight the final boss. You can kind of see everything is still consistent with the first file. I love me some Luigi's Mansion. And the fact that this game was announced for 3DS was still cool, in my opinion. I was excited. I was gonna buy it no matter what. But oh god, even man, I suck at Luigi's Mansion. Never mind. So yeah, let's see if we can try again and just kind of show off some of the thing. So yeah, you can see like a lot of this game got graphic updates. Like I'm playing this on a new 3DS XL, and I gotta say it doesn't look terrible. Oh, but as you can see, this is my main thing with Luigi's Mansion, the 3DS. My depth perception sucks on this one. Oh hey, hey King Boo. But 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 to compensate that, they added like a home like okay the GameCube version had this as well. They added a homing version or a homing on the a homing effect on the 3DS version, but it was also in the GameCube as well. Is what I'm trying to say. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, and some other major differences are between the GameCube version, the European version, and the normal version. One of the main things was you can ride the vacuum on the Blue Ossus fight. Why don't I have footage of that? I'm not playing through that game again just to fight Blue Ossus. Are you kidding me? And again, also with the 3DS, I remember vaguely. Vaguely, but I do remember the same rage I had for Blue Ossus on the 3DS version. Maybe one day I'll go back and finish this boss, but in the meantime, to kind of go over some of the other changes that were made in the 3DS version, it was given amiibo support, so that way you can kind of spawn the reviver uh, bone if you wanted without having to play the game too much. It also gives you benefits and perks. So if you have like different, they haven't made Luigi's Mansion amiibo besides I think the third one, but I could be wrong there. Then yeah. And then finally, to go over the final thing I want to talk about for this, just kind of go over some of the beginning stuff, how this game differed when it was being developed. Luigi's Mansion was originally going to be it was a short game, but you were on a time limit. You had 12 hours to save Mario. The time was constantly going to be ticking down. So as you were exploring areas, as you were searching for Mario, time was slowly progressing. And there would be different elements to it too, such as like the vacuum could overheat, which would require you to stop what you're doing, leave the area, and wait like I think 2 hours in order for the vacuum to cool down. So they wanted it to be like as close to a survival horror game as it could with Mario characters. Like, oh my god. So remember those bomb ghosts that like explode if you and render you useless for a while? Yeah, that was going to add to the overheating mechanic. And then a few other things is there would be ghosts that spawned in the hallways where they would materialize after a few seconds. If they scared Luigi would lose like 25% of his health, and he would be scared witless for like a few seconds. He'd just be on the ground freaking out. Again, all this footage can be found online. Editor probably is going to put it in this section while we're talking. Like, and then finally, the main thing was the original Luigi's Mansion build was going to have two separate endings. One where you rescued Mario, thumbs up, every day's happy, saves in. But then finally, there's a render where Luigi is just super depressed. He's like doomer pilled, and that everyone assumes that's the ending where you don't rescue Mario. The 12 hours are up, you didn't reach King Boo, or you didn't reach the required Boo number, game over. So yeah, that is all I have for the bonus episode of Luigi's Mansion. A nice little short episode, kind of go over the things I wanted to talk about. And next time, well, that's officially the wraps on Luigi's Mansion. Next time we're here, well, when you're here, I'll see you guys next time on the next Let's Play. Is what I'm trying to say. I hope you enjoyed Luigi's Mansion, and yeah, I hope I was able to provide a fun adventure of ghost catching. I'll see you gamers on the next adventure.